And here we are with Workbench tour number 9, the last bench in the front of the shop here. This is my French oak Roubo that I have built at the first French oak Roubo project. And it's the bench that I work on every day. It's pretty simple. There's not much new to discuss about it, but let's go over the details anyway. The top is 2 pieces of what looks like American white oak, but came from France. Put together to make a bench top that is almost 22 inches wide and almost 8 feet long. It only has a series of hold-fast holes for work holding on the top. And I have this planing stop from Peter Ross, which is adjusted by whacking it up and down, either below or above the bench top. So not much to say about work holding on faces for the bench top here. The face vise is a wooden screw from Lake Erie. They custom made these for Fork and also, tapped the legs, which is pretty awesome. I used this vise without any parallel guide or without any crisscross for the first year or so. And then I added this shortened crisscross here. So glad I did. A couple interesting aspects of this vise. The screw is really low. It's about halfway up the length of the chop, and people say, oh, I'm sure you're stooping all the time and I'm sure your back sucks because of it, and haven't really noticed. What I have really noticed is I have a lot of clamping capacity. Inside, I have some of that crubber from Benchcrafted, the cork and rubber composite that I glue in there, and I use not contact cement to do it, but I use epoxy, and that is my favorite way to do it, and I think it works really well and is what I do with students as well. Hey, while we're down here, these are my bench hooks, which are cut from one piece and 1 piece of wood each. Actually, I cut both of them from 1 piece of wood and then ripped them apart. I love these things. I use them every day on the bench, and having them right under the bench top behind the front leg is a super nice place for them. Most of my work holding is done with these holdfasts. I really don't need 3, but we make these holdfasts, so I get to keep some of the blemished ones and extra ones, and so they kind of pile up around here occasionally. And they are stored here in this leg. As you come down here to the mess that is my shelf right now, because I'm between 2 big projects, you can see a lot of the appliances that I use every day, the doe's feet, the sticking boards, all the little battens and stuff that are part of a traditional work holding workbench. I try to keep this old school, and not because I am old school, but because, boy, the old school is the best school. My least favorite aspect of the bench has been these joints, and they're not hard to cut. Oh my gosh, they're so easy to cut. And they look beautiful, of course. So what do I not like about them? And that is that as the top has shrunk, I've had to constantly level these out, and it just gets to be a pain in the butt. Here, after 5 years or so, they've really calmed down, but this one is probably about a 32nd up and needs to be knocked down because it absolutely interferes with the planing stop. Maybe that's a minor annoyance to you, and it's one that does eventually go away, but it is an annoyance to me when I'm trying to get stuff done. I also would be remiss if I didn't mention my high vise, also from Benchcrafted. Ding, ding, ding. I know, another $1 on its way, or another angel gets its wings. I love this high vise. I use it for so many things, especially in chair making. I don't use shave horses, and don't have the room for enough of them, actually, is one of the main reasons. But this thing is an excellent substitute, and wouldn't trade it for the world. So that's the bench tour. Love it. Not the tour, but the bench. And work on it every day. Don't have any real complaints about it. And when people say, what is your favorite workbench? And I'd have to say, so far, it's this one.